Right, everybody, we're in Oldham, Greenacres. We're just having something to eat. We've got some butties from Tesco's. I won't film Stella, but that's mine there. And we're going to have a look round a few of the graves. There's some that I want to visit. I'm going to go to a family grave while we're here. And yeah, then we're going to a birthday party. So we'll see what today brings. But I've featured this grave before, everyone. This is the grave of the fella who was partly responsible for the building of the new Royal Infirmary in Oldham, or the old Royal Infirmary. And then this Joseph Coates here, he was something to do with Oldham Football Club. I think he was the chairman at some point. Businessman from Oldham. But anyway, we'll see what we can find. I'm just going to have my butty and we'll get cracking. Right, everyone, we've had our butty. These graves here are what we're going to focus our attention on today. Just want to see, I'm not done further back, obviously. I've done Thomas Coates before. I've done Sir William Needham. I think it's William Needham. We'll go around and check. But I haven't done further than that. Oh, look at them daisies. Oh, isn't it beautiful, everybody? So this is William Gillespie. He's got a huge grave, everybody. Now, we lived on Queen's Road in Oldham, so loaded. Who passed away Jan 16th, 1921, aged 59. After a night of sorrow cometh a morning of joy. Also, Anne Maria, his dearly beloved wife, who passed away who passed away September 17th, 1953, aged 89. And there's a beautiful, look at this. Respect and what? Oh, sorry. Respect and esteem to our late Managing Director, William Gillespie, from the employees of PD Shears and B Something Limited, Medlock Newbreck and Fountain Mills. So maybe a cotton spinner, a late cotton spinner, or we'll find out, everybody. But yeah, he would have been loaded if he lived on Queen's Road. That's for certain. So that was the same stretch that Squire Knott lived on. Famous Oldham photographer. I can't get my words out today. The chemist Braddock. I can't remember their Braddock and... You know what? Forget it. Let's just move on. William Arthur Sugdan of Waterloo Street, Oldham, who died 17th of July 1916, aged 66. The memory of the just is blessed. Also, Isabella, beloved wife of the above, she died 1926. With courage, sacrifice and devotion, she spent her life from home, children, husband and saviour. There's a hole developed below this one, everybody. I wonder what William did. There's a grave over there that I want to go to. This is very old. Looks like it's been touched up. You see the gold one? We'll make our way around to it. Another Hilton grave. Hilton is a name prominent in Oldham from the Hilton Arcade, and I don't know if it's going to be from the same family, but this is Robert Hilton, who died December 23rd, 1901. Jesus, he was only 39, that fella. Peace, perfect peace. Also, Mary, his wife, she died in 1934. Her children arise up and call her blessed. Also, Annie, daughter of the above and wife of J.T. Attersall. She died 1937. God, she was only 48. My God. Some people just don't get much of a life, do they? This is interesting. And I noticed this one from the roadway because it's got things still being left here. And if you look, well, the graves people went in late. I mean, for Abraham Clayton of Collyshaw Farm, Crompton, went in the 19th of Jan, 1899. Well, he would have got in after that, but that's when he died. Also, wife Elizabeth, she died in 1904. And we've got Emma, the granddaughter. She died 1 year and 7 months in 1903. beloved daughter of Joseph and Fanny. Joseph Clayton's in there, Fanny's in there. Say 1944, age 72. Maybe it's, what do you think, Stel? Maybe grandchild or something.
Probably, yeah. Is that the Christmas thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, look at these. Dead old, everybody. How many years has that been there?
There's 2 solar lights on and that brandy thing.
Yeah, 2 solar lights. And then you've got that beautiful, what are they? It's like a deer, isn't it?
Reindeer.
And fresh flowers. So someone's still tending to this grave.
Where's that name at bottom?
That is, I don't want to touch the flowers, but Abraham, son of the above, he died in 1945. So that could be someone's granddad, couldn't it? Or father, even.
But they were definitely fresh flowers.
That's really interesting to me, that, everyone, because you very rarely see it. A grave tended to after all them years. So this was an interesting one. Birtles is definitely a name I've seen many times before. Well, this is Samuel Faithful Birtles, who died August 4th, 1897, aged 58. Caroline Percival Birtles, wife of the above, of Raper Street, who died February 1st, 1896. Though for a while she's gone before, we'll meet upon a happier shore, where pain and grief will then be o'er. We meet again to part no more. Henry was out in Australia when he died. That's the son. And the last person to go in, I wouldn't normally feature something so new, but was Alice, daughter of the above. She went in 1970, which probably explains why the grave's so tended, because there'll still be someone coming to it making sure it's okay, or certainly were up to the last few years. Oh, there's a nice one here. There's some nice laid down graves there. Don't know if we'll be able to see them. That's the problem with these ones, they get covered over. We can see this one though. James Bentley of Borden Street, Oldham. He died May the 21st, 1897, aged 73, and also his wife Jane, she's in there. You know something, to have a grave in Oldham is, or a stone, back then was a big thing. Cost wise, not everybody did. The poor graves are up there and down there. Now this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this, everyone. Just look at that close. Can you see it? The tree. How beautiful is that? John Ashworth of Waterloo Street, who died September 12th, 1887. Also Harriet is relict, which is wife. She died 1889. The son Alfred went in 1899. He was only 58. Oh, I've just seen something gorgeous, everybody. We still haven't been to that grave up there. I want to go to that. In fact, let's go to that first. Yeah, let's do this first. Huh? Because it's falling, I think. They've put one of them signs on it. Oldham Council will have this flattened soon, everybody. William Morehouse, February 2nd, 1829, died Feb 10th, 1905. Well, it's 1905 it went in. Unless it was put in when Lucy went in 1964. It does look new, doesn't it? His wife Anne is in there. She died in 1903. Also the ashes rest here of John William Wilkinson, husband of Lucy. He went in 39 and then Lucy went in 64. John Calvert of 125 Glodick Road, who died June 19th, 1938. He was 87. Also wife Sarah Jane, beloved wife of the above, who died 1944. She was 88. Everybody, I want to show you this because it looks very interesting to me. I'm hoping that I'm seeing it from a distance, but it looks really intricate carvings and I can't make out if I think it's a bird. see it? Yeah, it's a bird, look. The bird's pecking at the flower. Isn't it lovely, that? Look at them flowers. Amazes me how they do this stuff, honestly. It's so beautiful. James Gartside, husband of Betsy Gartside of Pitt Street, Oldham. Died 9th of March 1899. Also Betsy, his beloved wife, she went in 1920. Died June the 17th. Her son Edward's in there, John Edward. And also Betty's sister, Elizabeth. You know, one of the things I've noticed sometimes, everyone, is I read something and I say something completely different. Like, I'm pretty sure I probably said Betsy, but it's not, it's Betty. And I'd like to say something else as well. Sometimes, you know, when I'm doing my editing, I don't always have my glasses on. So when I'm typing things out, sometimes it looks like I can't spell. But it's not that. It's just I don't see the spelling mistake. So if I've done anything in this vid, you know why. Everyone, look at the beautiful weather. Look at the sun. Look at it. Yeah, look at it, everyone. James Waring of Salem, who died February 2nd. I've just jumped on because James, who you're looking at now, he was a poor rate collector. And I didn't know what a poor rate collector was because I've never ever, in all my time doing graveyards, I've never ever seen this before. But I found out it wasn't a common thing. So apparently, in Victorian times, looking after the poor wasn't like, you know, didn't have any benefit. They didn't have a benefit system, like you either worked or you starved, one of those. Well, you didn't starve because you went into workhouses, but that was your reality. Either you got a job or you went into workhouses. Either you got a job and got a house or you went into workhouses, and that's how it was. But that had to be funded. So people like James had steady employment throughout life. But what they would do, they'd be employed by organisations that would fund the workhouses. It'd be James's job to go about and basically levy those taxes. So he'd go to local landlords, I imagine. Based off what I've seen, it's like, right, how many houses have you got? How much rent are you drawing? Right, this is how much we're going to tax you on that rent. And the money that they got from that, they would then use to support the workhouses. So I'll go on in a minute to show you that thing was erected by some organisation, and I think it was linked to that. God, bloody odd face. Anyway, so that's that. We'll see what we can find about the organisations as well. 1886, in his 59th year, this memorial was erected by the members of the Oldham District Friends of the I.O. Is it I.O. or L.O.? I.O. of OFMU as a memento of his worth and integrity as C.S. I don't know what that is. C.S. for upwards of 21 years, also by the members of the Moravian Chapel and Schools, a token of respect for his zeal as a teacher and his consistency as a Christian. Also of Melly, his wife, she died 1896. So we'll have to find out who James Waring was, but obviously something to do with church, but also these organisations which I've never heard of before, but could be something to do with church, that. This is another beauty. Look at this. I like that. Isn't that lovely? Joseph Jackson, who died August 10th, 1905, aged 74, also Sarah Ann. God. Listen to that after Sarah's. Deaf little warning to me gave, therefore be careful how you live, prepare in time, make no delay, for I was quickly called away. Jesus.
Don't like that, do you?
No, it's telling. I've had all sorts. I've seen them where people write on, it's me today, but it's you tomorrow.
Yeah, there's one down that Ogden where it's that there's a gravestone there. It's that one with that thing on where you are, I once was.
Yeah.
It's a lot like that.
Yeah.
Really weird.
Did we see that in?
So, anyway, you know Ogden Reservoir?
Oh, why?
Well, it used to be there, just leaned against the thing.
Did we see, you know when we went to,
What house?
no, when we went to, what's it called? Where the mafia come from? Sicily. When we went into that thing where all the bodies are.
Yeah,
Didn't it say it there? I'm sure it said it there.
Something like that, yeah. So very similar.
Right, I think what we're going to do, everybody, we're going to get in the car, go down to the other end, and I'm going to see if there's any others that we can feature down there. So let's mark our way up to the car and take it from there, everybody. I'm just going to have a look over here while we're down this end. There's one specific grave that I like there. Look, the final curtain. Maybe that should be the title of today's video, the final curtain. Maybe it will be. This is actually beautiful. And look at this all. What's that all about? I think that's so you can put like flowers in. Oh. Treasured memories of Sadie Francis, the beloved wife of Ernest Raymond, who died through enemy action. October 12, 1941. Everyone, you know this Sadie lady? She, I think, I had a look on the records and it doesn't say what she died of. Like, it was enemy action. But then you'll be looking at this picture now. It turns out that where her house would have stood, number 62 on Manley Road, those are 4 new houses now, built of that time period, like late 40s. And then either side of that, you can see the terraced houses. And clearly, across the road as well is exactly the same. Like, a bomb must have been dropped and it must have cleared like both sides of the street. I found a really interesting document which like labels all of the enemy action in Oldham. Well, on these pages it does anyway. So I'm going to save it and I'm going to go through that because I think that'll, it's like all stuff all over, but that will show me other stuff that I can bring. Sorry everyone. So tired. Anyway, back to the video. We're nearly about to wrap this video up now. I hope you've liked it. Greenacres is a graveyard I can do over and over and over. We've not even touched the surface. I think this is about the 3rd video I've done on Greenacres. And I'll be doing more because there's loads of graves that I didn't get to film that I want to. So they'll be coming up soon, everybody. Watch the rest of the video and let me know what your thoughts are. And thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Age 56. Also Ernest, beloved husband of Emma Raymond. He remarried. Who died 1954, age 68. Emma put him in this grave. She's not here. Also Alfred Selby. He died in 1922. Look at that grave, everybody. Sadie Francis. So I'm wondering if perhaps, I don't think there was that many memories of bombs in Oldham, but there was definitely that one on Abbey Hills Road, weren't there? I'll have to look into that. Should be some information on it. Also, I saw this one. Look at it, everybody. Ain't Greenacres Cemetery lovely? You know what, everyone? I've done videos on this graveyard a few times, but this is it's one of my favourites because it's just never ending. Like, there's still loads of history that we've still to discover, everybody, and hopefully we've discovered in this video, but this is really interesting. The name is very, very interesting. In loving memory of Clotilda Sutcliffe, who died May 22nd, 1923. Also John, the beloved husband of Lily Jackson. Also Lily Jackson, she died at 42. There's nothing on the back. I wonder who Cleater was. Everybody, I'm going to go. We've got a party to go to. So I think we'll call today's video in here to a finish, and let's see what we can find around Oldham as and when.